Hey, what's up, cool cats and kittens? It's Uncle Matt here. A little bit of a throwback intro there, fitting for this vlog. A little breezy outside today in Nashville, so bear with me if it's a little windy on the microphone. But today, we are talking about the channel's history, because a couple days ago, April 3rd, 2023, we officially marked 3 years of the channel on YouTube. Absolutely insane. Never would have thought we'd gone this long. Never thought we would have gone this far. But here we are. 3 years in the books, and more to come. I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon. Wanted to take a little time today to talk about the past of the channel, talk about the present of the channel, and of course talk about the future of the channel, and whatever else comes into my head that I want to ramble about while I'm just wandering around out here in the trails and greenways of beautiful but overcast and slightly windy Nashville, Tennessee. So gonna chat today, should be fun. Not wasting time, let's get right into it. I'm also right by the airport, so we may get occasional feedback from the skies as well as the wind, but April 1st, 2020, first video goes live on the channel. Here we go, quotation marks, 2008, The Joker. Basically just a little trailer preview of what, at least at that point in time, I thought the channel was gonna be. Sitting on my porch, height of a global pandemic, April Fool's Day. What an absolutely insane day to choose to start a YouTube channel. Didn't do it by intention. It was never like, oh, April Fool's would be a cool day to start this channel. Just randomly ended up being the day that I did it. What the channel was then, what the channel was now, obviously incredibly different, but obviously the world was incredibly different then, because at that point in time, if you recall, you weren't really allowed to do anything. So it was basically just me sitting in the house, maybe going around town to like parks and stuff that were open and accessible, but there's no sporting events, there was no concerts, the theme parks were still closed at that point in time. It wasn't like we were going on vacations yet. It was an interesting time, to say the least. So obviously in those early days, there was a lot of trial and error, just really figuring out what the channel was even gonna be. It was a lot of me sitting in my house, ranking Disney rides in front of a TV in my garage. And now the channel is me sitting in front of a green screen, ranking WrestleManias in my man cave, not the garage anymore, though. We've improved. So obviously there was a lot of trial and error early days. Those first few vlogs just are, I gotta think, I've never gone back to them because I gotta think they're borderline unwatchable at this point in time. But it was trial and error. I was trying to figure it out, and I think I was, on the one hand, trying to figure out what kind of content I wanted to produce for the channel, but I think the bigger issue was I was trying too much to imitate or replicate what I was seeing on other YouTube channels. I thought I had to have like an intro catchphrase, still kind of do that a little bit, but I've kind of washed that away for the most part. Thought I had to have a little catchphrase at the end. What was it? I don't even remember. Don't stand so close to me. Thought I had to do like a full repetitive spiel of subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave comments, you know, and I still mention that stuff, but I don't do it in like a weird, or at least I try not to do it in like a weird, like repetitive catchphrase method like I was doing there. Like I still do it just because it feels like almost kind of like a natural thing to do. It's not like, but then it was more like a catchphrase, a slogan, a thing I was doing because I saw other YouTubers that were doing that. Kind of washed that away a little bit, you know, kind of washed away a lot of the general like promotion of the channel. I'll still tweet out a link when a new video goes live, maybe post it to my Instagram account. You know, I say subscribe to the channel at the end of most videos, but I'm just trying to like do things in a more natural way, just me speaking, me talking, not reeling off like a catchphrase or something weird like that. Oh, here we go, we got a plane. Taking a plane break. And just generally what the channel evolved into and what I think makes it fun for me is it went away from like having slogans, having catchphrases, having any kind of theme, any kind of specific general you know, there's no real theme to my channel. I just make videos that I want to make. If something cool is going on that I want to document, I do it. If I just want to eat a cookie and tell you how that cookie tasted, I do it. I don't really have like, you know, there's no, this isn't a this type of channel. It's just me doing what I do, and if it's worth making a video about, I make a video about it. Although some stuff, obviously this year, maybe I've done a few videos that maybe weren't worth making a video about, but we'll get into that in just a second. But I think once I figured all that out, that I just needed to do videos that I wanted to do and not really worry about what the theme of the content was or necessarily how much of a repetitive presentation type thing there was on the channel. I think that's where I kind of hit my sweet spot and kind of got comfortable on the channel. And I hope that comes through in the videos that kind of came as the channel progressed. Obviously, a big help was as 2020 into 2021, 2022 progressed, the world started to go back to normal. We started to be able to do more stuff, so there was more stuff to document, more stuff to make videos about, and I'm sure that was very helpful as we went. But as odd of a time as it was to be starting the YouTube channel in April of 2020, I'm really glad I did. You know, at the time I thought it was just, I'm gonna do this just to keep myself occupied until things go back to normal. But the more I did it, the more I came to enjoy it. It was a nice creative outlet, something I didn't really have, you know, as a part of my daily life. Here's another plane. That's an interesting looking one. I don't know what that is. But it gave me a little bit of a creative outlet to do some creative stuff. You know, if you go back to the early days, I was actually doing almost like skits and stuff sometimes, you know. R.I.P. Joe Mad, looking down on us from above. He might come back someday. I don't know. Should he? I let the fans decide. But, you know, as 2020 moved along, I got the document stuff, as like stuff started to reopen. Even now, it's still kind of fresh, but it's still kind of interesting to look back on those. You know, we went to Disney World basically like a week or two after it reopened, like July of 2020. We were at the first Nashville SC games, the first Titans games, where fans were starting to be allowed back into the stadium. So it's still fresh in our minds what it was like then, and it's interesting still to look back. But if the YouTube's still around in 10 years, you know, technology moves along so fast you never know, but if it's still around in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and I can go back and look at those videos documenting the weirdest time in human history, that'll be very interesting. That'll be very cool. And, you know, maybe, you know, kids 20 years from now will be looking at that and going like, what the heck was this? Nephew P, when he's a grown-up and has more of a functioning brain, will look back on those videos and be like, what was going on in the world then? That was so weird. So I'm glad from that respect that I got to have the channel then and kind of document all that stuff, because I think it's kind of fresh and kind of still like a negative spiel on it now, but like 10, 15 years from now, to look back on that time and be like, this is so weird. Even like our October Disney trip that we went on with my whole family, where October of 2021, Disney had just reinstated a mask mandate. So like to see us having to go through the mask policy still at Disney, at a mostly functioning Disney at that point in time, is going to be crazy to look back on at some point in time. So glad I had the channel for those strange, bizarre times we were going through. So into 2022 and going on into 2023, obviously things have mostly got back to normal. You know, we're going about our lives, doing things normally. I get to go to soccer games all the time, get to go to Titans games all the time, get to go to, you know, vacations, stuff like that. And it's been awesome to be able to document those. It's been really cool for me to see what works and what doesn't on the channel. You know, like I said, I put out just whatever I want. I'm not necessarily like really pushing to like get a lot of views, a lot of subscribers. It's been awesome that we've made it to hit 1,000 and that a lot of these videos have gone off really crazy, but it's been cool to me to see what videos do well. Obviously the first ones that really popped off, that really grew the channel, were the Nashville SC videos, specifically when Geodis Park opened. Like, I'd been doing them, you know, over at Nissan Stadium for the first 2 seasons there, and those videos did okay. But it was really, and you know, I guess you can understand the interest in the new stadium. You know, what was it going to be like? Maybe like opposing fans that might be coming to Nashville, wanting to see what Geodis was all about. Those are the videos that really first popped off the channel. I was somewhere around like, I think I was somewhere around like 200, 300 subscribers around the time of last season starting. And over the course of last season at Geodis Park, the channel like doubled in size and just never stopped growing from then on into now. And those videos still do well. The Man in Black one was a huge success this year. It popped off and led to a huge influx of subscribers. And I do think sometimes, you know, should I just steer this channel into being a Nashville SC channel? Because obviously those videos do well. A lot of people subscribe coming out of those videos. Maybe that's the content I should steer into. But then I'm like, I would get bored if I was just doing Nashville SC videos, and I don't necessarily know that there's enough content to be made from just doing Nashville SC videos, especially because like I'm still the MLS season pass deal on Apple TV has been very helpful, but I'm still kind of learning the overall structure, ins and outs of MLS, so I don't feel like I can speak as, you know, intelligently as I would need to do a fully committed, full-time Nashville SC MLS channel. Like, there's some really great ones out there that do a really great job, and I don't feel like I'm on the same level of those people in terms of knowing the league overall. Like, I feel like I know Nashville SC pretty well at this point in time, but I couldn't tell you what, you know, Real Salt Lake is going to do this Saturday in their match against whoever it is they're playing. Like, there you go, great example. I don't even know who Real Salt Lake would be playing this weekend. I don't know that I can name a single player on their team. Are they the ones that have that goalkeeper that everybody finds annoying? Maybe I do know something about Real Salt Lake. But anyways, that's all just rambling beside the point. That's kind of why I've never, even though those videos do well, steered into fully being a Nashville SC channel, because I like to be able to do whatever I want to do. And also, like I said, I don't think I'm versed enough in the overall MLS structure to do just Nashville SC videos. This might not have been the best place to choose to do this video, but the other videos that surprisingly do incredibly well on the channel, and it kind of took me a while to like wrap my head around why, are mine and Jesta's trips to various Bahia resorts around, I was gonna say around the world, but we've really only kind of been down to the like Caribbean Gulf area. But I think I know why they do really well. And I think it's because, especially because I was when I first started to notice those videos doing really well, I was kind of like, man, I'm surprised that these videos do so well and my Disney videos just do okay, because like I would think there'd be more people looking up Disney videos than there would be looking up Bahia videos. But then I think Jesta was the one who kind of hit the nail on the head. I think she kind of figured it out. Was there's no shortage of YouTube videos about Disney vacations, Disney YouTubers all over the place. But there's probably not that many people who are vlogging and making YouTube videos documenting the Bahia resorts, because I mean, they're a pretty big chain, but it's not like they're a global mega thing the way Disney is. So I highly doubt I'm the only person putting up Bahia videos. I've never looked, because Jesta does a really good job of researching and preparing us for those trips so that I don't have to. But I would guess that I'm only one of a much smaller portion of people that are documenting the Bahia resorts compared to people who are documenting Disney. So when people go to YouTube to look up for their future vacations or to see if Bahia is a place they might want to go, mine probably comes up a lot more than my Disney videos do, because my Disney videos are probably just buried under 100 more popular YouTubers that go there all the time. So that's cool. I really think it's cool that I'm able to do that. If you went and watched my most recent Bahia trip, we went to Jamaica last November, I tried to be a little bit more informative, a little bit more descriptive about the resort, about our time there, because if I went back to my Mexico videos, it was fun. I think I showed the resort, I think I showed all the stuff we were able to do, but it's more kind of my traditional video where it's just documenting the stupid crap I'm doing and not necessarily like sharing useful information about the resort. So once I kind of was aware that like, oh, there's people that are gonna watch these videos to get ready for their own vacations or see if they want to take this vacation, I was like, that's pretty cool. Let me, you know, try to be a little bit better in sharing information and sharing my thoughts, sharing my full reviews of the trip. So that was pretty cool to see. Obviously, I would love to just do that all the time. If we could just go to like different all-inclusive resorts around the world and review them and document them, that would be the dream, man. I would love to do that, but unfortunately, even though we've hit 1,000 subscribers, even though the channel's now monetized, it ain't anywhere close to the level of monetization it would take for me to just be able to be like, quit the job, we're traveling the world, we're travel YouTubers. So we'll still document those when we go. I think we're trying to line up to do 2 Bahia trips this year, if we can make it work. So those will both be coming up in the fall, so those sadly are a little ways away. But yeah, I'll throw the subscribe in here, because if you want me to become a full-time travel YouTuber, I need more subscribers. Get on that in the comments. Not the comments, subscribe, hit the bell, notifications. That's my only promo this one. Don't do the promo at the end, Uncle Mad. But, you know, that's kind of the past. That kind of has built us up to where we are now. This is the present of the channel. And like I said, it's just me making videos that I feel like making. Obviously, one thing that's kind of unique going on right now is I set a goal for 2023 to do some type of upload, some type of content every single day for the year. I'm honestly surprised I've made it as far as I have. We're on I'm filming this on April 4th. I don't know which day I'm going to release this, but we've made it to April 4th, and I put either a live stream, a new vlog, a Catterday at least. Something has gone up every single day in the calendar year of 2023 so far. And I've got enough plans set up to where we'll at least probably get through, I know at least 2 more weeks I've got stuff lined up that I can get us through, but if I don't make it the whole year, it's not the end of the world. It's just something I just wanted to do for the heck of it. I would imagine whenever I stop, if I get through this year somehow, or if I run out of ideas like late April, early May, something like that, I'll go back to what I did before. Previously, for like the last year, year and a half, up until I decided to try to do these daily updates, I just basically would only put out a video if I had a video. So went to a Nashville SC game, made a video of it, put it up. If I just sat on the couch for a week, I didn't do any videos, didn't put anything out, that'll probably be what we go back to. I think whenever I run out of steam with this doing daily thing, whether I make it all the way through the year, which I don't think is likely, or whether I miss an upload on like a random Tuesday in May, that's when I'll kind of reset and go back to the old format where if there's something worth vlogging, if there's something worth putting out a video of, I will. If there's not, I won't. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So that pretty much wraps up everything I wanted to talk about today. I can't believe I've been doing this stupid thing for 3 years. Like I said, I honestly thought once the world went back to normal, once everything reopened, I'd go back, I'd be too busy with my regular job, I'd be too busy with my life to keep doing this. But the fact is, I just kind of video stuff I'm gonna do anyway, so it doesn't really take up that much more time. Editing's kind of annoying sometimes, depending on how much footage I have to sort through, but I mean, I'm just documenting stuff I was gonna do anyway. I was gonna go to a Nashville SC game, might as well bust out the camera and record a little bit. I was gonna go to a concert, might as well bust out the camera and record a little bit. And then like videos like this, I don't have a whole lot going on today. I just needed 30 minutes to go for a walk. Figured I'd pull out the camera, shoot the shoot, talk about what's going on. But yeah, never thought we'd make it 3 years. Never thought we'd make it to 1,000 subscribers. I really thought I'd go like 6 months. It'd be a thing that some of my friends and family would subscribe to see what I was doing during the shutdowns and stuff like that. And then somehow here we are. 1,000 subscribers later, 3 years later, it's crazy. And I guess I'll just wrap up by saying thank you. Because if you're watching this, if you're subscribed to the channel, you've been a part of this crazy journey that I never thought we would go on, and I certainly appreciate that, whether you were one of the first 10 subscribers or whether you've just subscribed in the last few weeks. You know, hopefully this video gives you a summary of what you've gotten yourself into. But anyway, I appreciate you all here. Thanks for bearing with me as I walk around and blabber. More content to come, as always. Hope you have a great day. I'm having a pretty good day myself.